Today I'd like to share with you a few key points for you to think seriously, and I mean really seriously, okay? The first thing is, do not chasing sensation in your body. Many people have messaged me telling me how they feel their body have this heat and these sensations and so forth, so forth. Well, whatever you put your mind in, you're going to amplify that. So, the proper way of practice Qigong and so forth is you don't want to chase around the sensation in your body and create a whole bunch of issues, because the mind doesn't know what happened with that. In other words, the mind do not know your body. Okay, one need to have a sifu to teach you what to do, instead of saying, oh yeah, I can generate heat here, I can grow the heat here, this must be a lot of energy, blah blah blah. That's going to create problem. Okay, so ignore those sensations. Like for example, when people doing reciting Buddhas, reciting mantras, if there's anything happen, they see even the Buddha is there, or there's a sensations or certain thing, or the body transform, whole bunch of stuff, one just ignore it, because one's job is to recite the mantra. The rest is none of our business. Okay, that's what the practice is about. Instead of saying, oh yeah, now I have this sensation and that, and then before one know, one chasing around with all the sensation. That is actually a trouble. Okay. The second thing is, never concentrate on any spot in a prolonged time. An example for this is, people will say, well, using your yi to concentrate on your dantian area. Guess what? When you yi to use to concentrate dantian area, meaning that you're going to accumulate, you're going to summon, you're going to cause blood and qi in that area, and that can create stagnations, especially for the people who do not have the 6 core element training properly, developed properly. When they use their intention, they're going to cause tension in that area. So it is known, it's well known in the real Qigong practice circle or the society, that using the concentrate on a certain spot for prolonged time of practice is going to cause stroke. For example, when one have a headache already, one is not going to concentrate on the head, because that create more headache. Okay, one need to be relaxing the head instead of thinking about it. Okay, and this kind of stuff is it can be proven in the biofeedback labs. Okay, and you have a Chinese Qigong society, hundreds of thousand years of the track record to see. Whoever practice this type of stuff will create stroke type of issue. Okay, so never ever do that. And people sometimes say, well, how come it's true? You know, I was taught that I can have to be put my yi on my dantian to sing my qi, or yi on my top upper dantian, lower dantian, whole bunch of stuff. Well, you know what? Sorry to say, those are malpractice. Those cause trouble. Okay, so don't do it. The third one is, do not mess around with using the yi or the intention to lead qi or whatever visualizations. One of the very bad practice, malpractice, is what they call the microcosmic orbit practice, where they use their intention and to visualize how energy flow from the Ren Meridian and Du Meridian and so forth. Guess what? If you check the Chinese traditional Mandarin flow, you can see those kind of practice. Number one is violating the natural flow of the body. So you're violating it, okay? The second thing is, as what I mentioned in the second, never put the concentration in certain spot prolonged, because it can create tensions and whole bunch of stuff, stagnation, so forth. When they try to circulate, what do you call it, visualize and those kind of stuff, you end up create tension. So you have two count there. One, violating the flow, reversing it. Second, create stagnation. So instead of helping it, it is actually create problem, create stagnation, create non-flow there. Okay? So this has to be watched out. The fourth thing is, do not breathe out with mouth or exhale with mouth and inhale with nose forcefully. This is, in Qigong, this is called discharge. Discharge energy. For healthy people, they will discharge and they will feel exhausted after a while. For the guy who have chronic disease, if you do that, you practically will kill them in the long run, because you're keeping discharge the body energy. So one of the example is, people sometimes get too creative. Like, for example, they do Xiu Lim Tao. Either they're going to stop breathing, tense the whole body, stop breathing, try to do it for 5 hours or whatever there, create whole bunch of stagnation, or they were going to do with the mouth exhale and very intense nose inhale, where you can hear all kinds of breathing noise there. Those are malpractice. Okay, so this four thing, remember please, do not touch it. If you touch it, you're looking for trouble, and people will say, well, how come what you say today is different from what other people say? You know, I care less on what other people say. You need to follow the traditional Chinese medicine's principle to practice this kind of stuff. Not screwing around with it, because if you do that, you're going to create trouble, and nobody can help you if they don't understand what is this thing. Okay? So I leave this four with you, and there's still many stuff. So if you want to practice internal art or Qigong and so forth, get a teacher who really know what they're doing. Okay? Otherwise, go just practice like the Buddhist Vipassana, or relax meditations, or listen to the music, all those kind of stuff. Don't mess around with this kind of stuff. Okay? So this is for you today, and please remember this four when you practice. Okay? And yes, this is all linked with the 6 core element, because every element, when you know more about it and get in depth to it, you can see what it is, and everything has to accord with the traditional Chinese medicine's principle and theory, where they live with it or prove it, experience for thousands of years. Not trying to get creative or new age, because it's not about control, it's about let go or let God, or reset the body into the nature and let it heal itself or strengthen itself. Not about control. I want to control this, I want to control this, I want to control my blood pressure, I want to control this. It's not about control. It's about transformations. Let it be harmony with the nature. Okay? So be really careful. Okay? And seriously think about it.